sports, and there's no love lost between these AFC North foes. It's the Cleveland Browns and the Baltimore Ravens, and it's coming up next on Madden NFL 25.
Welcome to Baltimore's Inner Harbor. 70,000 plus have filled M&T Bank Stadium since 1998, the home of the Ravens. A good one looming in one of the tougher divisions in football. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson with you. Greg, this division, year in, year out, man, it is physical, it's tough, and it's always tight at the top. You get here one more year, and you look at everybody, and you can make a case that this could be a team that can make a playoff run.
Yeah, and especially the case, Mike, that last year, 3 of the 4 teams made the playoffs, the only exception being the Cincinnati Bengals, who went 9-8 without their star quarterback Joe Burrow down the stretch. So here you are going into this year. All 4 of these teams are legitimate playoff contenders, and when you look around the league, I'm not sure there's another division with a straight face that I'd be willing to say that.
Pierre Strong on the return. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Browns led out by their quarterback, Deshaun Watson, the stardom early in Houston. Now his 3rd season with the Browns, 8th season in the league as Watson tries to get this Browns team going in this one.
In my opinion, Mike, if they expect to leave here today with a win, they're going to have to be aggressive early and often. They might not connect on all of them, but pushing the ball downfield could open up a lot of opportunities for you to take advantage as this game unfolds.
He'll run. This is Jerome Ford. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, here's Watson. He's got his man, the tight end, David Njoku. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. Really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Again, it's 4. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down. Out of the gun, Watson. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway.
In the midst of a tight game like that, you're looking for every play that you can make to try to gain advantage. And if you can continue to get after the quarterback, disrupt the rhythm and timing of this quarterback in the second half, that could be the difference of you being able to pull away.
So on 4th down, the lefty, Corey Bojorquez to punt for Cleveland. Deep for the Ravens, it's Deontay Hardy. And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The Ravens led out by the reigning MVP of the National Football League, Lamar Jackson, already season 7. Greg, he's won a couple of MVPs, and he's as talented as we see in the league.
There's just certain guys, Mike, when they take the field and they step into the huddle, the other 10 players, they just take a little bit of a deeper breath. They're like, man, I'm glad this guy is on our side, and he's certainly one of them. He just brings an element of confidence to everybody else around him, not only in the huddle, But on the sideline, on the defense, the coaching staff, everyone is better as the result of him being your quarterback.
And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
Bateman is the motion man. On 3rd down, Jackson. He's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And they're going to move the ball all the way up to the 45-yard line.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. It's the tight end Likely in motion. Jackson fires complete to Flowers. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. It's the tight end Likely in motion. To the air one more time with Jackson. He'll go right back to Flowers. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a 1st down.
And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
It's the tight end Likely in motion. On the RPO, a throw to Flowers. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. The shotgun, here's Jackson. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
And on that 3rd down, they thought an easy way to pick it up and get some positive yards would go to their quick game, but it didn't seem like the receiver and the quarterback were on the same page, and now brings up 4th down.
On 4th down, on comes the 7-time Pro Bowler, Justin Tucker, for the Ravens field goal. This one is good. He knocks it through. And the Ravens will take a 3-0 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
So after the field goal to open up the scoring, the kicker's back out for this kickoff. On the return, it's Jerome Ford. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Browns offense ready to see the football for the 2nd time. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. Watson will make the read and holds on. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
I think this is something we're going to continue to see today, Mike, as this game goes along. They're going to make the defense make a decision. Do you want to account for the running back, or do you want to account for the quarterback? In this case, they choose the running back, and the quarterback makes them pay by picking up the 1st down.
He's got it in the hands of Elijah Moore. He's close to a 1st down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. Second and a yard. Off play action. Here's Watson. He runs with it.
I love this call, Mike. 2nd down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. But a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the 1st down.
Watson now on 1st down. To the outside, a catch made by Moore. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
And he's not going to be able to get away. Very good coverage on the perimeter. It goes down as a loss of yards.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. He'll try to run for it. What a great gainer that is. He runs it down to the 5.
What I like the most here is just the decision that when he wants to be a runner, he commits to being a runner, and he's able to weave his way downfield, pick up the 1st down, sets up 1st and goal.
Five yards from the house. They've got it 1st and goal. Njoku, the tight end, is the one in motion. He'll run here. It's 4. He'll get maybe a yard down to the 4-yard line. Inside the 5, it is 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be 4. And this time he will work his way into the end zone. Jerome Ford. Touchdown, Cleveland.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
Extra point up and good from Hopkins. And the Browns move out to a 7-3 lead. Here's Hopkins now after the touchdown. He'll boot this one away. Hardy now with the return. Now an opening past the 30. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. The Ravens offense about ready to get going on their second possession. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. And he gets this up close to the 40. Myles Garrett able to bring him down. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. They'll motion over Flowers. Off the play fake. Jackson. That's caught. Derrick Henry. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time. Play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Jackson. Now a screen set up for Henry. Good-looking screenplay there. A gain of 11 and a 1st down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
He'll find Aguilar, complete. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line.
The quick passing game in the NFL, Mike, is so dependent on yards after the catch. You got to generate space with the scheme, and then it's up to the receiver to do the rest. In this case, nice job defensively, because this guy couldn't even get back to the original line of scrimmage.
And he'll be very close to a 1st down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
Very positive returns on that run. I mean, really, the only thing not to like is that they weren't able to move the chains. But you know what? The way he ran there, I think they go right back to him and see if he has even a bigger carry in him.
On 3rd and 1, here's Jackson. He'll look for Flowers downfield. And he will get into the end zone. Jay Flowers. Touchdown, Ravens.
This is a great example here, Mike, of an offense and a quarterback that is just in complete control and rhythm. Not only is he able to deliver this ball on target downfield, but the accuracy is what allows his receiver to stay on his feet, pick up the remaining yards after the catch, and walks it in for a touchdown.
Now Justin Tucker for the point after. He's got it, and the Ravens are on top. It's now 10-7. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. Here comes Ford on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Now it's the Browns' turn as they get set to take over again on offense. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Open this drive on the ground with 4. He'll get this ahead for about 3. Roquan Smith there to bring him down. Second and 7. They'll run once more with 4. And nothing doing on that one. He'll go down behind the line.
Sometimes you run all those big bodies out there, you kind of tip your hand. I always love going big jumbo personnel for a play action. In this case, they keep the ball on the ground. The defense knew it was coming, and they suffer a loss.
From the gun, here on 3rd down, Watson. This one intercepted. It's the safety, Kyle Hamilton. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
So the first part of any interception is just end up with the ball in your hands, right? That's what every defensive coordinator wants. But anytime you can get yards on the return, that's just an added bonus. And that's what we see here. There's a little space, does a great job securing the catch, and all of those yards just set up for better field position as their offense takes the field.
First and 10. Aguilar goes off in motion. Jackson now to throw on 1st down. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
On play action, here's Jackson. Now he'll run it. And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
This is a part of the field where you have to account for the quarterback as a runner. Nothing's open downfield. Great job by your secondary, but then he makes a break for the goal line, and they're able to stop him just short, but not until after he sets his guys up 1st and goal.
It's the tight end Likely in motion. Here's Lamar. He'll keep it on the zone read. And he will take it in himself. Lamar Jackson. Touchdown, Baltimore. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. So the turnover turns into a quick touchdown, and Greg, that's exactly how you want your offense to take care of business.
Anytime your defense can create those sudden change situations, Mike, absolutely, you have to take advantage of it. 1 second, you're sitting on the bench going over your next drive. All of a sudden, after that turnover, you've got to be able to get out on the field and go. Take advantage of the short field and results in a nice touchdown.
Tucker's extra point up and good. And the Ravens will get out in front 17-7. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. Here comes Ford on the return. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The Browns offense ready to take over once again. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. A play fake. Now Watson to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
You know, Mike, there's the saying in the NFL, take what the defense gives you. But that's not always the case. Sometimes you have to force a ball downfield. Show the defense you are willing to take big shots. Even though they weren't able to connect, it's going to have an impact the rest of the game.
And he's got it to the 35-yard line.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the 1st down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pickup of 14 and a 1st down.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice 1st down pickup.
And he's out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line. They'll have a 1st down. It's a gain of 28.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big gain.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Up the middle, here's Ford. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. A give to Ford on the zone read. And he's got it. 1st down. A pickup of 4. So after 1, it's the Ravens out front. We'll be back in Baltimore after this. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Ford. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. On the handoff, Ford. And the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
They look to run with Ford. A dive, and he's in. Jerome Ford. Touchdown, Browns. That's his second touchdown so far here in the first half. What a standout performance early on in this one. That his second rushing touchdown of the game.
And some backs, Mike, they just have a sense of finding the end zone and being able to finish off these runs. That's exactly what this guy has been able to do today, and we're just getting started.
Here's Hopkins now after the touchdown. He'll boot this one away. Hardy now with the return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Ravens offense ready to see what they can do. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. It's the tight end Likely in motion. A first down throw for Jackson. To the tight end Likely. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession's going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. In motion comes Andrews. On 1st and 10, Jackson. A throw, left side, caught by Andrews. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
It's the tight end Likely in motion. On the option, they give it to Henry. And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. The lane closed quickly, and here comes 3rd down. Back to throw, Jackson. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The Browns offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. They'll do so with 1st and 10. The drive starts with a carry by 4. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Watson. That's caught by 4. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. the shotgun. Here's Watson. That's to the open man. It's Tillman. 11 yards on the pass there. It's a Browns first down.
I really like the rhythm that this offense has found. I mean, that third down, that wasn't a layup by any means, but they made it look easy. Everybody was exactly where they needed to be. The quarterback did a nice job working through his progression, saying, okay, I understand this is zone defense. I understand where the limitations of the coverage are. I'm going to get to that spot on the field as fast as I can, deliver the ball, pick up the first down.
And that'll go for a gain of about 4. Kyle Hamilton, the former Notre Dame star, able to make the play. Now a handoff to Ford. And they'll bring him down just shy of midfield, but that is enough. It's a first down. Here's Ford. Oh, yeah. He'll work this ahead for 2, maybe 3. Roquan Smith there to bring him down. They face second down and 7. On the ground, this is Deontay Foreman. Not a whole lot there as he'll work it down to the 46. Kyle Hamilton, the former Notre Dame star, able to make the play. Here now, 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, Watson. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. That's his 3rd catch of this first half and good enough for a first down.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw is Watson. He's got it inside the 5. And he's going to be brought down.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And he will score again. Jerome Ford. Touchdown, Cleveland. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. So his big first half continues. 3 rushing touchdowns already. Maybe have to start looking at the record book, see if he can do it. The record in a game is 6. What they're looking at here is the spot of the football. Always tricky to get this exactly right, but it only takes a few inches to make a big impact. So slow this down, find a landmark on the field, and determine where the spot should be. So that challenge, a successful one. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Now it's Watson. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late, and it's probably a touchdown.
Half yard, that's all they need on this 3rd and goal. They'll try and run it. It's Ford. And he's into the end zone yet again. Jerome Ford. Touchdown, Browns. What a half he is putting together. That's his third touchdown already. That is about as good a half as you will ever see out of a running back. Greg, his third rushing touchdown of the first half.
And he's been the difference maker, Mike. I mean, I wish I had him on my fantasy team. I mean, this guy has come out with something to prove today. I can't wait to see what he has in store for the second half.
Extra point up and good from Hopkins. And the Browns move out in front by 4. It's 21-17. Here's Hopkins now after the touchdown. He'll boot this one away. Justice Hill to return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. So here's the Baltimore offense getting set for their next drive. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Jackson fires complete to Flowers. Inside the 30. And he's going to take this all the way to the house. 72 yards. Touchdown, Baltimore. A terrific job all the way around, especially after the catch, Greg, to take it to the end zone for a touchdown.
I'm just so impressed by the acceleration of this receiver, Mike. He catches what is a short pass, and he's able to turn it up the field and take it all the way for 6. That is an impressive play, run after catch.
Tucker, good on the extra point. And the Ravens extend the advantage to a field goal. It's 24-21. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. On the return, this is Strong. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Browns offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And as a play caller, when you've got a guy who's running like this, you lean on him. And your offensive line, he's had big opening after big opening and big numbers in this first half. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. On play action, it's Watson. He'll tuck it and take off. And he's going to be taken down at the 37.
The defense is going to have to come up with a plan for this quarterback using his legs, Mike, or it's going to be a long day. They knew coming in he was a threat, but I'm not sure they thought he would be this effective this early.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. Now Watson. Open man, and that's Tillman. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
Watson now on first down. That's over the middle to his tight end, Njoku. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
On first down, it's Watson. He'll go right back to Njoku. He's got it again.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
On second down, it's fourth. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Mike, these are the spots that if I was a play caller, I think I'm calling up something down the field. You know the defense is really packed in tight, anticipating a run. Now's the time, play action and throw it over their head. They take a little bit more of a conservative approach, still get stopped for no gain, brings up third and short.
They'll try and run for the first down. It's 4. That'll be a first down, a gain of 10.
Anytime you're having a really good drive like this, Mike, you just hate to see it stall out on the fringe of the red area. But in this case, not only do they pick up some good yardage on the ground, they get a fresh set of downs to hopefully go in and finish this drive with a touchdown.
They'll go back to Ford on first down. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. Second down and 8. Again, it's Ford. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up third down. A run play here with Strong, and he will score. Touchdown, Cleveland. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finished it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Now Hopkins on to add the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Browns have taken a 4-point advantage. Here's Hopkins now after the touchdown. He'll boot this one away. Here comes Hill on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Ravens offense and receiver Zay Flowers heading back onto the field. And it may be time for this defense to start throwing a second defender at him, maybe. Look at what he's done. Whatever the defense has tried in the first half, it hasn't worked. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Bateman is the motion man. From the gun, Jackson. That's over the middle to the tight end, Andrews. And they'll be set up now. up past the 40 with that one.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
Aguilar goes off in motion. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Play action now. Jackson. There's a short one caught by Andrews. And he'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play action passing game, and you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
It's the tight end Likely in motion. They'll try and run for this with Henry. He will have a Ravens first down by about a yard. So they pick it up on 3rd and 2.
In real time from up here, Mike, I couldn't tell whether or not he got it at first glance, but I think after seeing the replays we have up here, it looked like he and his blockers got just enough, and they're going to be able to keep this drive alive.
Now Lamar going to hang on to it. And he's going to go into the end zone on an electrifying run. Lamar Jackson. Touchdown, Ravens. And that is now a pair of rushing touchdowns. The quarterback giving it to them, Greg, with his legs in this one.
And we're starting to see, Mike, why this week this coaching staff told us they're encouraging this guy to do this more often. His ability to be a passer, but also a rusher, is an element to this offense that is hard for defenses to account for.
Extra point try now for Tucker. He's got it. And the Ravens go up by a field goal as they lead it by 3. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. Here comes Ford on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense and their running back set to go once more. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Open this drive on the ground with Ford. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play in the first half of a 3-point game. We'll come back to Baltimore after this. Here's 2nd and 9. Watson to throw. To the left side, into the hands of Moore. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line.
That is such a critical area on the field, Mike, between the hash marks and the numbers. Everyone wants to control the middle of the field. Every offense is targeting it. So what does the defense do? They really pack it. So for a quarterback to be able to put this ball out on the perimeter, it just really stresses these defenses, especially in their coverages. It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
On second down, here's Watson. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, and it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Jerry Jeudy, the intended target. Now it's going to be third down. Again, it's Watson. And this ball incomplete on third down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
A fair catch called for and made just beyond their own 15. Back out is the reigning MVP of the league, Lamar Jackson, and the rest of this Baltimore offense. And he has done everything you could ask of him coming into this one. He spread it around, hasn't taken many chances, and potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. Set to go now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. He'll complete this one to Rashad Bateman. And he's going to have this one up near the 28.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart a 2-minute mode, and that's what they got here. Now they got to see if they can go down and steal some points.
This one complete to Bateman. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, Jackson. A throw, left side, caught by Andrews. 12 was nice last time, so they did it again. Another 12-yard pickup, and another first down.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
It's the tight end likely in motion. To the air one more time with Jackson. Right back to Andrews. He's got another one. And they will finally run him down. Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their second, as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half. So the big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and goal now from just inside the 10-yard line. That is caught, and he'll take it on in. Mark Andrews. Touchdown, Baltimore. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A 3rd touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
The point after now from Tucker. It's up and good. And the Ravens add on one more as they extend their second quarter lead. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. On the return, this is strong. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The visitors' offense going to get it one final time in this first half. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Watson. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Here's Watson now on 2nd down. Man is open, middle of the field. It is caught. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Now, 1st down throw for Watson. That's for the former Bronco. It's Jerry Jeudy. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Watson to throw again. That one complete to Moore. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down. To the air again. Watson. Quick throw, taken in. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. Dustin Hopkins on now for the field goal. It'll be a 44-yard attempt. Hopkins' kick is good. And the Browns are able to get it back within a score. So we have reached halftime with these two teams separated by a touchdown. As we'll head down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Mike, thank you. More from you and Greg in a moment, but for now, welcome one and all to our EA Sports halftime report. The first half belonged to the reigning NFL most valuable player, number 8, Lamar Jackson. How about these numbers? 3 touchdown passes, plus 2 touchdown runs. Just an absolute masterclass in those first 2 quarters.
Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the second half. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Hardy now with the return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Lamar Jackson and the Ravens headed back out again. And we show you some of the highlights, and there have been plenty to choose from. 3 touchdown passes and some other big-time throws as well. Certainly dialed in and on top of his game right throughout this one. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's a 2nd and 6. It's a zone read, and Jackson's going to keep it. Can he get away? No! He's taken down behind the line. Good job by the defense with a negative play.
Oftentimes, the more success you have as a quarterback keeping the ball, the more attention that you're going to get from the defense, and I think that's exactly the case here. They've been burned a few times by this guy already today, but this time they were ready for him.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Hit by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah.
So we saw in the first half, Mike, they were willing to take some risks. It allowed them to build this halftime lead. Now the opposing sideline, they're looking to fight back. They're looking to cut that lead down. That's what that coverage seemed. It looked like they baited that quarterback to force that errant throw and lead to that turnover. Now it's their offense coming back on the field with a chance to cut this deficit.
This offense ready for their next possession, led by their running back. And as we go through the highlights, no shortage of touchdowns today. 3 trips to the end zone in this one. The combination, the power, the speed, everything on display, and the defense has seen it all. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Out of the gun, Watson. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Watson will make the read and holds on.
Nice job by the defense. They had that one well read from the beginning, Mike. Someone's responsible for the running back, but the key here was the defender responsible for the quarterback. Stays with him, keeps him to a short gain.
Got to get it to the 28, but now it's 3rd down. Off play action, here's Watson. That's caught. It's the tight end, Njoku. A gain of 11 on that one. 1st down, Cleveland.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, than on 3rd down or critical moments. That's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
Now it is 1st and goal. They'll run with 4. And a short pickup down inside the 10. Second and goal. Again, it'll be 4. And he'll be taken down, let's call it the 7-yard line. And here comes 3rd and goal. Shotgun snap to Watson. Taking off, and he's into the end zone. Deshaun Watson. Touchdown, Browns. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
Hopkins now to tack on the extra point. He's got it. And the Browns will even the score here in the third. So back to level after the touchdown. In time for the kickoff. Hardy now with the return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Ravens offense and the wideout getting set to go once more. Both these offenses have been in form. Is the defense going to show up? Can anybody come up with a stop? All tied here in this third quarter, and it's 1st and 10. On the option, they give it to Henry. He's going nowhere. Going to lose yardage on that play.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Jackson now. Aguilar able to make the catch. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable 3rd down, getting some good yardage on that 2nd down play.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
He'll try and get there on the ground. He will have a Ravens 1st down, able to get 8 on 3rd and 5.
This is an element that defensively you always have to be ready to defend. You can't just accept that it's a pass and be so consumed with the receivers downfield. You have to account for the quarterback as a scrambler. You can see why, as he's able to get out of the pocket and pick up the 1st down. This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. From the gun, Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
And he's got it to Flowers for the connection. He had 2 touchdowns earlier, looking to see what he can do here in this 2nd half. That grab gets them a 1st down.
Well, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Off the play fake, Jackson. He finds Likely, his tight end. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
He might be a tight end by position definition, Mike, but this guy is a bona fide playmaker with the ball in his hands, and we're just seeing this more and more across the league. These guys have such a natural ability to pick up yards after the catch, and man, it does wonders for an offense when you don't always have to throw the ball far to pick up big gains.
To the tight end, Likely. And he's in. Isaiah Likely. Touchdown, Ravens. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
Tucker for the point after. The kick is good. And the Ravens will go up by 7. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. Here comes Ford on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. This offense and their running back heading back on the field. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the topic of conversation in that locker room at halftime. They got to find a way to slow him down. Nothing they've done has worked so far. On first down, Watson. On throw, right side, taken by Njoku.
Just take what the defense is giving you, and you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game. Now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
Moore going in motion. They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. He'll move the pile forward. Let's give him a couple. Kyle Hamilton, the former Notre Dame star, able to make the play. Now a 3rd and 2. They'll run once more with Ford. The Browns getting their punting team out there. Here's Hardy to return. And he'll get a few yards on this return up past the 15-yard line. The home team's offense. And Lamar Jackson getting set to take over once more. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. 1st and 10. On the give, here's Henry. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. In motion comes Andrews. 2nd down. Jackson. That's to the right side. He's got Andrews. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
Well, we'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allow the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
On the ground, here's Henry. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. Aguilar goes off in motion. Jackson now on 2nd down. He'll find Aguilar complete. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
I'd like to see them do a better job here the rest of the game, Mike, just disguising the coverage from the pre-snap look to the post-snap look. And what I mean is, when you have a quarterback at this level and what they see before the ball's in their hands is the exact same thing they see once they do get the ball, everything is just so much easier for them to process. Change the look, change the coverages, move your safeties. Make the quarterback have to process with the ball in his hand.
Jackson on target to Flowers, and it's a Baltimore first down.
Great pre-snap recognition here by the quarterback. He looks outside and sees man coverage, and he knows exactly where he's going to go with the ball. Now it's up to the receiver to create separation at the top of the route. Ball's on time, great placement, nice big pickup.
He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. A throw, left side, caught by Andrews.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. They'll run the draw, and here's Henry. Out is Justin Tucker to try the field goal. This a 48-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Ravens add on to their lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
So Tucker is back out after making the field goal. He'll kick this one away. On the return, this is Strong. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Browns offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll start out 1st down and 10. The drive starts with a carry by 4. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
And he continues to carry the ball well. Another nice one here. But as they find themselves continuing to trail here in the second half, the opposing team's defense is not really concerned about the run game. They need to find a way to use the pass to get the lead and then go back to this run game to close the game out.
1st and 10, and here comes 4. Not much happening there, just a short game. Here's a 2nd and 9. Here's Watson. There's a short throw caught by Njoku. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
That one into the hands of Moore downfield. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
Mike, you've heard me say it 1,000 times. The easiest down to throw the ball in the NFL is first down. I hate when teams wait till later in the possession to throw the ball. So early first down completion, you're on the plus side of the field. Now you're thinking strike, touchdown, field goal. But either way, I'm coming away with points.
Watson now on 1st down. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
You have to come down with those opportunities. You're not going to get your hands on the ball very often as a defensive player. And when you do, let alone in the end zone, those are plays you just have to make.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. A run straight ahead. That's Ford. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
Throwing on 3rd down. Watson. He's got it inside the 5. And the Browns are going to be looking at a 1st and goal. They move it down to the 4.
Big-time conversion there on 3rd down. Finding yourself trailing at the moment, the last thing you want to do is waste this promising possession. Now, with that throw, they find themselves deep in their opponent's territory. They have to come away with the touchdown to try to cut into this deficit.
They'll run here. It's Ford. And he'll plunge forward to the 2, setting up 2nd and goal. The ball a little closer now. It is 2nd and goal. They look to run with Ford. And he's got another one. Jerome Ford. Touchdown, Cleveland. Make it 4 touchdowns for him on the afternoon. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
Extra point up and good from Hopkins. And the Browns are back within a field goal. The lead is 3. Here's Hopkins now after the touchdown. He'll boot this one away. Hardy now with the return. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Ravens offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now, they're trying to keep it going. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Lamar going to work from the pistol. That is left side and caught by Flowers. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Every team in the league practices these situations every single day. That's a critical 3rd down, Mike. So now with this fresh set of downs, they got to just take a deep breath. Now you're really not so much playing against your opponent as much as you are playing against this clock.
On the handoff, it's Henry. He'll take this down to the 43, a short pickup there. So back and forth they go as we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a give, heading right, it's Henry. And nothing cooking on that one. He'll be met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
You know at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
And that is incomplete. Rashad Bateman, the intended target. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
Just didn't quite get enough into that ball. You see sometimes the pressure, the rush, force a quarterback to throw the ball off his back foot. And I think there was a little bit of that here at play. You have to be willing to step up, even in the face of pressure, and get enough behind that ball to put that one a little bit more on the money.
This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. On 1st down, it's Watson. This throw left is complete with Judy. And he's going to be taken down up around the 24-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
On play action, it's Watson. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. It's a pickup of 13 yards. It's a Browns 1st down.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike. How well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard him.
To the left side, into the hands of Moore. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Throwing again is Watson. That's caught by 4. And he's going to be out of bounds and just beyond the line of scrimmage. That's all they needed to pick up the first down.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
They'll stick to the ground. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. Second down and 8. They'll run here. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
From the shotgun, here's Watson. He dives, and what a catch for the first down. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down.
You just love to see this effort, especially on 3rd down. You understand, you want to keep this possession alive. You have to do everything in your power sometimes to bail out your quarterback, and it's exactly what he does here, and it brings up a fresh set of downs.
And he'll be taken down.
Well, this is the advantage to having a really effective passing game, Mike, as the defense now tries to adjust to stopping you through the air. It's a lot easier to mix it up and run the ball. There's a lot less defenders in there trying to stop you.
What a moment in this game. A touchdown would give them the late lead. It is first down and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. He's going to lose yardage here, taken down back at the 8-yard line.
A field goal only ties it. When you find yourself this close, you're thinking 6. Let's take the lead. But now after that first down loss, it really changes the approach now on 2nd and 3rd. You have to at least come away with points.
On 2nd down, here's Watson. This one caught at the 4. And he churns out some of the hard yards in this area of the field, working it to the 3-yard line.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain.
And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Jamari Thrash. Touchdown, Browns. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that 4th quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
Now Hopkins on to add the extra point. His kick is good. And the Browns have taken a 4-point advantage. So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. Here comes Hill on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The home team's offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. They'll break the huddle, coming up now for 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. He runs with it. Woo! And he'll wind up out of bounds past the 45-yard line. That's a gain of 21 to open this drive.
When you find yourself trailing here late in the game, decision-making is critical. Not only is he able to extend the drive by picking up the first down with his legs, great job by the quarterback understanding, get out of bounds, stop the clock, save as much time as possible as they try to make a comeback.
And no place to go, no place to hide. He's taken down behind the line.
The decision whether to keep the ball or to hand it to the back happens so fast. In this case, the quarterback thinks it was a keep read. The defense was there ready to stop him. Tackle for loss.
Here's Jackson. There's a short one caught by Andrews. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. Now Jackson. Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. And this is taken in by the defense. In the pocket, looking to throw the ball, but the defense was looking right at the ball. They knock it away and come up with the turnover.
Mike, we see so often a quarterback is so focused, keeping his eyes down the field, looking for one of his receivers to work himself free, that they lose track of where the defenders are. And I think that's exactly what happened here. The defender closed on him quicker than he might have thought, knocks the ball loose, creating the takeaway.
They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. On the ground, this is Ford. He's got space inside the 25. And he's out of bounds all the way inside the 15-yard line. That one good for 26 yards.
And this is the point of the game, Mike, where you really can start leaning on your run game and try to close this game out. You've got the lead, you're in the 4th quarter, and they're able to pop off a big run.
They'll go back to Ford on 1st down. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Off the bootleg, here's Watson. This one is hauled in. Are the feet in bounds? Yes! Jordan Akins. Touchdown, Cleveland. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a two-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a two-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Hopkins now to tack on the extra point. The kick is good. And the Browns will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. Here's Hopkins now after the touchdown. He'll boot this one away. Here comes Hill on the return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end trying to come up with a way to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go. And he's turned a number of those into big plays. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. They'll motion over Flowers. Play action now. Jackson. A deep shot for Aguilar. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there. Defensively, all over him. And it'll be 2nd down.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and throw the guy a parade for ultimately what was an incompletion, but can we just take a second to appreciate the arm strength he was able to show there? I mean, I think that ball is over 60 yards in the air, and I would be surprised if they continue to just air it out and see if they can complete one of those.
This one complete to Bateman. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they have an internal clock in their head. How does my protection match up with the rush and the route concept I'm trying to attack downfield? In this case, he's looking downfield, realizes quickly this ball's got to come out, checks it down to his underneath drag, picks up what he can.
On 3rd down, Jackson. He finds his receiver. That's Bateman. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Okay, so now you pick up that 1st down, Mike, but now there needs to be a sense of urgency. You know you need to score twice. So this one, ideally for the offense, results in a touchdown. But either way, this first score of the 2 needed needs to be fast because you need every possession you can here late in the fourth quarter.
Again, it's Jackson. Pressure gets there, and down he goes. Zadarius Smith forcing his way in to bring him down.
Looked like a pass protection breakdown. They had 5 offensive linemen and a running back in the backfield. I promise you, somebody was assigned to that linebacker, but he timed the blitz perfectly. He ran through and was able to bring him down for a big sack.
In motion comes Andrews. Jackson now on 2nd down. There's that man again. Another catch. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable 3rd down, getting some good yardage on that 2nd down play.
After that 1st down sack, I think we both kind of looked at each other and said, all right, well, there goes this drive. But a really nice job there in the passing game on 2nd down. That big chunk brings them from 2nd and long to now at least 3rd and manageable.
Aguilar goes off in motion. And he's got it to Flowers for the connection.
Critical 3rd down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the fourth quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
1st and 10 now from the 36. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Searching for his Pro Bowl tight end Mark Andrews that time. And it'll lead to a 2nd down. It's the tight end Likely in motion. Off the play fake. Jackson. A pass pulled in by Henry.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
Coming open, that's the tight end Likely. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the 2nd half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark, just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
Jackson up top again. He finds Likely, his tight end. 17 yards on the gain, and now they've got 1st and goal.
And this is what the offense needed. Now, after that last completion, you still trail here in the 4th quarter. You need scores, and you need scores fast, so they cannot take their time. I wouldn't be surprised to get them right back up on the line of scrimmage and try to score here now that it's 1st and goal.
And that is not going to work out as planned. Maybe a tough spot to try to run a play like that. Either way, it's blown up back behind the line of scrimmage. Back to the 5-yard line now. 2nd down and goal. Jackson now. It is brought in the end zone. Nelson Aguilar. Touchdown, Baltimore. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
Big moment here for the Ravens as they will go for the 2-point conversion. They'll run. Trying to push the pile forward. He didn't even get to the 1-yard line. They stop him short. No gain.
I don't love the call. I mean, all week you practice these gotta-have-it plays. Every call sheet, Mike, has 3 or 4 plays that are down here in the goal line that could also be used as 2-point plays. I think to simply turn it around and just hand the ball to your running back, gotta be a little bit more creative. That's a big missed opportunity.
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. Here comes Ford on the return. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Browns offense and their wide receiver getting ready to get back to work. The lead is 5 as they're going to start with this 1st down. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. open his drive on the ground with 4. And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
To throw on second down is Watson. Off he goes. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a first down.
Mike, anytime you're preparing to play a quarterback like this, the defense has to be prepared to keep him in the pocket. Once he gets out, we can see clearly why he is such a threat with his legs.
This gives to Ford heading right. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down. Again, it's Ford. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll run once more with Ford. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. And we'll see a timeout used by the defense, stopping it right out of the break. 1:57 to go in the game. They'll come up here on second down and 5. They give it, and it's 4. And quickly, the clock stops again. Defense taking the timeout. 1:54 to go. This crowd into it now as we get to third down. They'll drop to throw. That's caught. It's the tight end, Njoku. The Ravens now going to use their final timeout. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. The defense still with all 3 timeouts at their disposal as the quarterback's down to a knee.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings him down for a loss.
Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So it's a win for the visiting Cleveland Browns. A bit of a surprise, this one on paper. You figure this would have been a difficult assignment, trying to win away from home against a team of this caliber. No problems, though. They find a way to get it done. So, that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on